let me know who's all in the chat. As a matter of fact, we are going to be talking about your name on this call. We're going to be talking about names. If you've been following me for a long time, then you already know how I feel about names and doing name interpretations and name readings and Akashic record readings and numerological interpretations. That's my jazz right there. So if you into all of that type of stuff, you in the right place. Now, what I want to ask y'all to do is I want you to drop your name in the comments, because before we get off here, and I plan on being off here, no, I have to be off here at 5 o'clock because I got a coaching call, okay? So before I get off, I'm going to do a couple of names that I just could do off the top of my head. So drop your name in the comments if you want me to do your name. If you want me to give you an esoteric interpretation of your name and you want me to give you some advice on what you need to study more to get to know yourself, to get to understand your own Akashic records. For those who don't know me, hi, I am Rev Kamisha, and I am an ordained metaphysician. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, that means that I am a teacher of universal law of attraction, manifestation, but I specialize in word magic. So I specialize particularly in using words to create your reality, okay? Now, what we're getting ready to do is, I got my notepad in front of me to make sure I don't get too off track. I'm about to check the comments to see if y'all are actually writing, dropping y'all names down there. And I also got a question for y'all. Before we get into, you know, how your name and your astrological chart is tied to you making money, making sales. Has anybody ever heard their name being called? Have you ever been like falling asleep? That's usually when it happens. You're falling asleep and you hear someone say your name. If that has happened to you, I don't know, write me in the comments. Just let me know. I'm going back and forth between pages. See a couple people saying, okay. See, Ashanti said yes, she has. A couple people saying me. You have heard your name being called. Sometimes it is said that you shouldn't respond to that, or that's some type of spirit trying to get you and all that. Listen, if you are new to my page, please understand that when I teach metaphysics, it is from a place of you create your entire reality. Everything. So therefore, you do not have to be afraid if you are hearing your name being called. An example of that actually happened in the Bible. I believe it was Elijah. His name was being called, and Elijah went to his advisor or his spiritual advisor, and his spiritual advisor told him to answer it and say, "Here I am, Lord," or something like that. That's what I would advise you to do. Now, if you all spooky and you scared something going to get you in the dream realm or in the spirit realm, don't listen to me. But what I'm saying is that if you are hearing your name being called, it is possible that it's your higher self asking for your attention, asking you to know yourself. So you should respond and you should say, "Here I am. Here I am." If you ask me, the Bible is one of the greatest Akashic record books on the planet. Okay, and it has all the Akashic record stories in it. But anyway, I said I was only going to be on here till 5 o'clock. So let me stop playing around with y'all. Make sure y'all dropping y'all names in the comments. Now, first of all, I want y'all to be following my YouTube channel, because I just dropped like the third, maybe the fourth video on my Akashic record series that I'm doing. Okay, you see my the Black Fire Nation. That's my YouTube channel right there. Okay, you can hop off here real quick, or if you already on YouTube, maybe you haven't been subscribed or whatever. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being here. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead on and subscribe, because I want you to get caught up on the Akashic record series that I've been doing. Okay, I done did maybe 3 or 4 videos, and I still at least in my head, I got about at least 2 or 3 more that I'm going to do, where I'm teaching you or showing you the ways to access your own Akashic records. And I'm teaching you about what they are, and you don't have to be all scared and spooky. And do you really need to go to someone else? I mean, maybe someone else they might be more energetically sensitive. And so, yes, they might be able to pick up on things that you cannot see for yourself, at least in that moment. So it's okay to go to someone else, but Spirit has given me the message to just share my gifts, every part of it. I learned that by studying my natal chart. I have part of fortune in the 12th house. That means give it away. Give it away. All the gifts that you have, give it away. Okay. That don't mean that I'm not going to charge you if you come to me for an actual name interpretation. But I am sharing how you can do it for yourself. So go follow my YouTube channel. All right. Now, I also want to address all my new followers. I'm going to get to the name stuff, y'all. Just please be patient with me, okay? Because over the past, I don't know, like 4 or 5 days, I have gotten almost 8,000 new followers on the Black Fire Nation page. Just can we give it up? Can we give it up for me actually using a content strategy instead of just being all willy-nilly with my content? Trust me, I knew what I was doing when I made that video, and it did what it was supposed to do. It gave what it was supposed to have gave. So anyway, welcome all of my new followers on the Black Fire Nation page. If you are just coming in, I'm introducing myself. I'm Rev Kamisha. I am an ordained metaphysician, and I specialize in word magic. But the way that I teach metaphysics, universal law, law of attraction, manifestation, is through word magic. And you're about to watch me do it. So don't get off here. I know you're probably looking at, I'm getting off. Not yet. Don't get off yet, okay? Because I want you to see me do it so that you can really start grasping what it is that I'm actually doing. Sometimes it takes people a little while. They have to watch me do it over and over and over again until they know that, that I'm not just playing with words. Because if I was playing with words, I would have been done 10 years ago. I started this 10 years ago. Go look at my YouTube channel. It's 10 years old. Okay. So introducing myself to my new Black Fire Nation followers. Now, I want to ask y'all to tell me a little bit about yourself. Since I have all these 8,000 new followers, please tell me a little bit about yourself. I want to know, do I have any entrepreneurs? That earring is driving me crazy. Do I have any? Not any entrepreneurs, not any type of entrepreneurs. Do I have any spiritual mentors? Any other spiritual mentors that is currently new to my page, just started following my page? Well, I don't have to be new to my page, but if you are a spiritual mentor, write me in the comments, okay? If you are a spiritual mentor and you teach classes and you have courses, write me in the comments. I'm just trying to get an idea of, out of the 8,000 new followers I got, who really is in there, okay? If you have spiritual gifts that you use to mentor other people, I want to know you. I want to know who you are. I want to get to know you. I want to see who all is in my list. If you are a speaker, if you travel and speak and teach and you host events and you wrote a book, I want to know you. I want to know who you are. So write me in the comments so I can check your profile out. You might even get a little follow from me. Okay. So now I want to know, how is that going for you? On a scale of 1 to 5, how's that going for you? Are you actually converting to sales? Because we get ready to talk about your name and your astrology chart and how those things are tied to how you came here to take care of yourself. It's not necessarily about how you are making money, but you came here to be able to take care of yourself, and you need to use what God gave you to do that. You have absolutely no reason to be struggling, okay? Especially if you have some type of gift that you are supposed to share with the world, okay? Sometimes in the spiritual communities, people struggle with, I don't want to charge for my gift and you shouldn't be charging and blah, 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 blah. BS, because the word talent means money. Go look up the etymology of talent. It means money. It's another word to describe money. So if you have a talent or a gift, yes, you are supposed to make money from it. Absolutely. And we're not going to discriminate and say, well, if it's a spiritual gift, that you're not supposed to charge for it. God did not send you here to be broke. Okay, I'm about to go on another tangent. The word spiritual got the word rich in it, y'all. Come on, be for real. Spiritual has the word rich in it. And it may not be speaking about those pieces of paper. Yes, you are supposed to be wealthy in time because you know God, because you know how universal law works. So you should be free with, you should have a lot of time. Well, we all got a lot of time, but you get what I'm saying? You shouldn't be broke. You shouldn't be broke and struggling. What God you serving? Let me not trigger y'all. Okay. Anyway, I also want to know who has a YouTube channel. If you got a YouTube channel in the comments, write me. I'm going to go back and look at everybody's comments. Write me if you have a YouTube channel. I want to know, how is your YouTube channel doing? I'm asking these things for a reason because I can help you with these things, but I'm just curious to know who is who. If you have a YouTube channel, how's your YouTube channel doing? Write how many subscribers you got. Write how many views you get per video on average. I'm curious to know that. And what else do I have here? Okay, so that's it. So that was me getting to know y'all. Okay, getting to know y'all. Now let's talk about, what do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? We use that phrase a lot. What do we do for a living, right? Well, the word live in the Bible is referring to Eve. That's why the Bible says that Eve is the mother of all living, right? But Eve is a metaphor for darkness. If you believe that Adam and Eve was a real people, then okay, you're free to believe whatever you want to believe. But you just tuned in to a channel of a metaphysician who teaches the metaphysics of the Bible. So, you know, I don't know how you got here. You should ask yourself, how did you get here? Oh my God, how did I get here? With this lady telling me that Eve is really a metaphor and not an actual person. Eve is the darkness. Eve is the night before. Evening is the night before. Anything that got to do with the darkness, night is feminine energy, right? And it's really referring to the subconscious. So what do you do for a living is really asking you, what do you do subconsciously? How do you handle your energy subconsciously? And that creates your life. And that creates your living. Well, again, going back to the metaphysics of the Bible, if anybody ever read it or read even some of it, you know that everybody in the Bible's name had a meaning. You think that's just a coinky-dink? I don't think so. That's why the Bible says, I knew you before you were formed in the womb. Now, we're not talking about when you were in the womb, God was like, your name is Jacob. No, it's a vibration. It's a vibration, and there are it has characteristics that's tied to the vibration. Okay, think about the word character. Characters are letters, y'all, and you have those things called letters in your name. And so that's how you know that the characters in your name really do make up your character. And it has a lot to do with, what do you do for a living? What are you here to do? What are you here to learn? What are you here to share with others? Everybody's a Messiah. That's why the word Messiah got the word me on the front of it. Word magic. I need to have like a little bell. I need a bell ding every time I do that. But yes, the word Messiah has the word me on the front of it. And the reason why I'm saying it is because that means you're here to help uplift others. We all are. We all are a Messiah in our own way. Let me check to see if y'all are writing y'all names, because it's 4:46 and I need to get off here in a minute. I'm getting off here at 5 o'clock. Oh God, did I freeze? Am I frozen? Am I frozen? Let me know, am I frozen? Because it looks frozen on here. I'm in a good spot for this internet. I don't know why it's doing it. Oh, somebody said I had a glow. Hey, it could be the Zoom doing that. Okay, no. So no, I'm not frozen. Okay, no, you're not. Okay. Let me see. I'm looking. Why is your name in here? Chantel, I'll give you a little bit of it because I'm just doing stuff off the top of my head. Well, I could give you more than a little bit. You got chant on the front of your name. I know it's pronounced with the sh on there, but it literally says chant L. Like it literally is telling you to create a chant to God or create a song. L means God, okay? So it's literally telling you to create a chant to God, create a song to God. You need to get good at creating mantras. That's what a chant is. One of the ways that you will be able to access your Akashic records is by you creating mantras. But you also have, because it's spelled a little bit different with that sh on the front of it. Listen, anybody on here whose name begins with that sh sound, you are being told to shush. You are being told that you need to learn how to be quiet. Don't be offended. I have it in my name too. It's just not at the beginning. But I have Kamisha. But if you got it at the beginning, because the beginning of the name is like it's leading. Spirit, help me, please. It's leading you. It's how you should. It's how you should be led, or it's how you should show up. It's how you should show up. Meaning that, not saying that you got to be quiet all the time and not speak your opinion, but one of the main lessons, if you got the sh on your name, is for you to learn how to be quiet. It could also be talking about learning how to meditate, learning how to sit with God, learning how to get internal messages from inside. You get those things when you shh. Willie, you should go look up Leo in your natal chart. Anybody's whose name got Will in it, even if your last name is Williams, because the mantra for Leo is I will. So if you have Willie or Will or William in your name, you should go look up Leo in your natal chart, because Leo, that energy is teaching you about you willing things into manifesting things into your experience. So you want to look at where is Leo at in your natal chart, and where is in the fifth house. I don't know if you know anything about astrology, but the fifth house represents Leo. Okay, that was Leo. If you don't know anything about Leo energy, it has a lot to do with courage, and it has a lot to do with creativity. Leo is like the speaker of the zodiac, meaning that it's like the being on the stage and all the attention is on me. Yes, that's why they say Leos are arrogant sometimes. Yes, everybody look at me. It means that you are supposed to not be afraid of that energy. You're not to be afraid to be seen. You're supposed to have the courage to be seen, the courage to stand out. That's what Leo energy is about. So if you got anything about will in your name, you should go look up where's Leo in your chart. Okay, it's 4:49. Let me flip the screen, and I want to show y'all what I mean when I say that your name is tied to your money. Okay, so I'm going to flip the screen, use the whiteboard here. I do this in my classes all the time. So if anybody's in the comments that has came to my classes before, introduce yourself, please. If you're watching this live right now and you came to any of my classes, you came to any self-realization classes, or any of my mentorship programs or whatever, please show some love in the comments and let all the new people know that it's fire. It's fire. Okay, you will be getting clicks like you've never got clicks before. Now let me see. The word name itself, the word name by itself. First of all, it has the word aim in it, or it has the sound or the tone of the word aim in it. Yes, we know aim is spelled like that. But it's telling you that your aim, which is your purpose for even being here, is in your name. Now, don't write that off. It's just being a coincidence. Not yet, not yet. Okay, don't write it off. Not yet, not yet. Because the word name has the word aim in it, it's right there. I will even take it even further and say the word aim has the word I am in it. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. The word aim has I am in it. What is your aim? Who are you? What was your purpose for coming here? It's in your name. It's in your name. Now, how would that help you figure out the money? Well, let's look at it again. Name is spelled, if we move the letters around, which is word magic, ding, I'm gonna buy me a bell. Somebody remind me to go on Amazon and buy a bell. Buy a bell. Or I need some sound effects or something. All right, anyway. Name is also, if you move the letters around, it looks like Maine, right? But say it, listen to it. See, word magic is about you listening. Let me say it again. Word magic, or the metaphysics of words, is about you learning how to listen and not getting trapped in a 3D box of what somebody told you it means in a dictionary. Okay? Okay? Because a dictionary is a box. A dictionary is going to put a little box around it and say, this is what this word means, and do not go any further than this. But when you learn how to use your feminine energy, which is your right side of your brain, the part of your mind that breaks barriers and breaks the boundaries and goes against all the rules, we can do whatever we want to do with this word. That is what I teach in Self-Realization of a Goddess. That's one of my courses, by the way. I teach women specifically women, I teach women to understand that when you start doing this, you will not be afraid to break rules, because you're breaking grammatical rules right here. Okay, I'm going on a tangent. Come back, Kamisha. So if we listen to it, it says money. It says money. Don't you have to, when you want to get money out of a bank, don't you have to sign your name? When you go to the desk and give them that little slip, don't you have to sign your name? When you want to cash a check, don't you have to sign your name? Any kind of money you want to pull out, you got to sign your name. You know why? Because the money is in your name. Because your money is in your name. And if you understand what the meaning of your name is, or the esoteric meaning of it, or at least the beginning of it, you start doing some type of work to figure that out. You're going to figure out, what are you here to learn? What are you here to, whatever you're here to learn, listen, the word learn got the word earn in it, ding, word magic. Whatever you're here to learn, you're here to share with the world, and that is where your money is at. I made a meme that said, you ain't broke, God got your money. God is holding your money until you figure out that it's in you, that it's in you. Okay, let's move on, because I could stay on that word name for a long time. But what I also wanted to show y'all was your natal chart. Okay, your natal chart is really showing you what you came here to spend your time on. Okay, what you came here to spend your time learning and unlearning. That is what your natal chart is. Listen to the word chart. It has the word heart in it. So it's letting you know what's in your heart, what you came here already within your heart, and what you might have to resolve, that you carry from life to life to life to life to life. Okay? If you look at the word natal, or listen to it, because remember, we doing word magic. We not just only looking at the dictionary. It says in a tale. Oh, it's a story. It says in a story. Right? So that's what your natal chart is. It is telling your story of where you came from and where you're going. That's what north nodes and south nodes are. Where you came from and where you're going. So when you start looking at your natal chart, it will start exposing some of your natural attributes. I'm going to give y'all an example of myself, so that you will know that it's real. Okay, and I only got about 5 more minutes, but I'm going to give you an example of how it helped me. because when I started really looking at my chart, I saw all types of stuff that told me that I'm doing the things that I'm supposed to do. So for an example, I just made a post about this on my Facebook page. I am a Virgo rising. Whatever your rising sign is, the planet that rules that sign is the ruler of your entire chart. Okay, so the ruler for Virgo is Mercury. Mercury is all about commerce. And Mercury is all about communication, words. Isn't that what I'm saying here doing right now? Mercury is also called the trickster. He's the magician. What am I doing now? I'm doing word magic. And mind you, I was calling it word magic before I even knew anything about a freaking Mercury. I was already doing it. It's possible that you're already doing the thing that you could be making money doing, but you're afraid to fully step into it because you don't know what's in your natal chart, because you don't know what's in your name. If you knew that, you go to work tomorrow. I'm done. Don't nobody go do that. I'm just saying. Okay. It took me a little while before I decided to quit my job, and do this full time. I quit my job in 2018. So I've been doing this full time for 5 years. But what I'm saying is, once I started realizing it was in my chart, and it's my natural gift. It's also my natural gift to teach sales and marketing. That's also Mercury energy, because it's the Lord of commerce. It's the Lord of exchange. Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all an example that you can apply to yourself. By the way, I teach a class on this. Okay, if you go to my bio, I have free stuff on there, freebies, I do. But if you go to the class that says 5 universal principles for increasing sales, I think it's called something like that, 5 universal principles. There is a class in there about how to look in your natal chart and find what are you here to teach. It's not that specific, but it will help you understand the will. It will help you understand the zodiac will and how to look for what you can share. Okay, if you use the code FB user, okay, for Facebook, FB user, then you will get 50% off of that class. You are on that class. You're also going to get a search engine optimization class, because that class is about sales. But what I'm telling you in that class is that your sales and whether you're making money or lack of it is completely tied to your confidence, and your confidence is completely tied to you knowing yourself. So sales really come from you knowing yourself, come from you knowing your name, come from you knowing what's in your heart, your chart. So again, go to my bio. You'll see the free stuff there too. But if you take that 5 universal principles class, you're going to get a bonus astrology class in there. And you're going to get a bonus class on search engine optimization. FB user is the code for that. You're going to get 50% off. Okay. So what I'm telling you right now, though, one of the main parts of your chart that will tell you about your career is what they call the midheaven. If you go on, I don't know, astro chart, whatever, find a free natal chart and look to see what zodiac and what planets are in your midheaven, because that has a lot to do with your career. Mine is Gemini. Who rules Gemini? Mercury. Again, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm creating my income and my well-being and taking care of myself with the very thing that I was given. My alarm is going off. It's 5 o'clock and I got a coaching call. So I'm gonna hop off here and I'll look at y'all comments later. And yeah, y'all have a good day. Okay, bye. If only I knew how to find the button. Girl, you are crazy. Okay, there we go.